Ah, yes. My great things that I've done in the past. Uh, by British, they mean Brianish. Basically, the full power of what is LS, Lucifer Star, basically. And I believe it was some other flag that they're referring to. Many things have been the Star Spangled Banner. Many things have been Miss whatever or whatever, blah blah blah. Removing a fort from the surface of the earth is never really a problem for me or my people. Um, like I said, there were a few times in the past when, well, like I said, um, Rodney and Rosalie and a lot of other people would try and recreate or be what I am. Even Trumpy, blah 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 blah. But it's like I am the literal and real Lucifer Star, LS, Ellis Island, Ellis this, Ellis that. They try to change my name to Brian and all that other stuff, and well, British, Brianish, whatever. Basically, Lucifer Star, pretty much. Like I said, my people of Belfast, they took my name, my Irish crew, my Irish people. Basically, anyway, though, no one could stand up to me. Um, like I said, and there were a few times, like I said, we always let the women and children go. And basically people would just surrender to me. Even the Japanese Empire, um, many people would surrender to me. The problem was, of course, is that many people were trying to use my armies or use my people basically to do conflict or whatever. Anyway, though, um, like I said, I had a lot of orphanages. I had a lot of people. My world combined power and then of course there's my galactic power as well. Like I said, 140 to 400 planets, basically. Um, if I brought to bear my life forms, I could literally vaporize whole planets, basically. And I was used to be doing it. I was working on it with a bunch of kids, basically, at one point in time and space. And anyway, even now, Trumpy or the government is trying to. It's like, Trumpy, you have no connection to Lucifer Star. You do not have control of my money. You do not even belong in my house. Anyway, so, and many life forms out there knew of where I was and knew who I was. And like I said, the Republicans and the Democrats and basically the people of the White House and the people of Washington D.C. still basically try to be. It's like, you know, you know, that's why I say Trumpy has a $600 trillion bounty on my head. Probably, I was told that several different times when people basically were trying to get me killed, trying to have me killed before I release these videos. I said I can connect the dots for you of time and space and take you all the way back to basically Helena of Troy. Through the different empires and through the different colonies and basically my involvement with different groups. And mostly it was pacifistic and just, love, joy, and pretty much ships and inventing and basically stuff like this. Like I say, I'm the inventor of the nuclear weapon. The inward implosion, basically, explosion. Implosion, explosion, whatever you call it, basically it's condensing matter beyond the point of its physical compression, basically, to induce a nuclear reaction. Anyway, whatever. Like I said, my scientists, my people, basically came up with it, and I was the only one who basically had it. First having it probably in the year 900 or year 1200. First really let people basically. I used it at the Panama Canal in 1812 or something like that to basically vaporize some rocks and move a couple, break some rocks and to enable the Panama Canal to be done, stuff like that, because there was kind of a mountain in the way or something like that. So anyway, it gets all complicated, mining and all kinds of other stuff, but basically even Rodney would try and pretend to be Admiral Rodney. I'll be your voice, your mouth, or whatever. It's like, you did not make the laws, Rodney. You do not lead my people, Rodney. You have no connection to me, really. Even Mike and his brother. Lots of congressmen and Democrats stealing candy from a baby. Basically flapping lips. Like I said, meanwhile, they're trying to kill Briley. But the fact is, I'm Lucifer Star, LS. Ellis Island, Ellis this, Ellis that, the inventor of the nuclear weapons, explosions, and all kinds of other stuff. Having involvement from what's called from China to Romania to, well, like I said, the Middle East is one of those places where, I built certain mines. I had the pyramid mines. I had basically, in the Middle East. But, I love the Middle Easterns. And at one point in time, the police or something like that were becoming a problem for the Middle Easterns. And I basically told my people, I said, leave them alone. They're a family-run organization. They're family. They'll take care of themselves. Leave them alone. So I told my people to get out of the Middle East, and basically, if the Middle Easterns can do their own government, they're a big family, they're Middle Easterns, and basically leave them alone. They'll do their own version of police or whatever. And they said, we're all a big family, so so I was like, okay. I talked to them and basically said, anyway, it turned out to be JFK or someone like that was trying to do whatever in the Middle East. And it's like, they're Middle Easterns, they're gypsies, they're related, blah, 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 blah. Leave them alone. And it's a desert anyway. Why do you even want to be there? So I told my people to withdraw. Just simply leave the country. So I believe they did, mostly. Like I said, I love the gypsies. I love the Middle Easterns. Like, the old tin empire. Anyway, they were a great and huge group, and anyway, whatever. So anyway, I told my people to leave them alone. If they don't want to have police stations and blah blah blah, then that's up to them. They said that they could do it their own way, and the police or whatever was getting in the way. So, okay, they have to secure themselves and protect themselves, and so they would do that. So there's no sense in my people dying over it. So anyway, like I said, the different countries, I basically played a role. Made deals, made verbal contracts with these people, and then ordered my people to do accordingly. Like I said, I am LS, or Lucifer Star, an actual person. So anyway, first time ever. Like I said, I was with Russia between 1917 and 1974, and epic Russian Empire, whatever, that kind of thing. So, and that's why there was a parade or whatever celebrating my involvement with Russia in 1917, and then also another parade and whatever in 1974, basically. Anyway, and then basically with America between 1977 and present day, basically, or something like that. And whatever, it's all in the past. So, whatever. Anyway, though, but basically, and it's like I don't really care. Like it's like yes, massive nuclear weapons, power, blah blah blah. I'm the ancient old creator, the Lucifer Star, LS. So anyway, like I say, that's why Trumpy will find himself at a slight disadvantage in the fact that, well, it's like, Trumpy, what are you doing in my house? Like, get out of my house. As I said, the White House has nothing to do with the government. It's my house, my literal house. I was renting it out to some Republicans, except the Republicans don't have any money. So, like all the different presidential pay scales, that was basically my pay scale. What I was going to pay myself, basically. So, yeah. And what like I said, I was very selective about my leaders. Ronald Reagan, basically, he was an actor, and he was basically, because I was a child, I was only about 3 feet tall, and a bunch of people were going, so I was like, fine, I'll hire someone. So, Ronald Reagan I chose, and certain other things, and I let some elections happen, but then, like I say, after Kennedy or after JFK, I was like, that's it, I'm over this. I'm done. I'll do it myself. If I have to. Like I say, whatever. Like I was sick of it. Because and basically cut her off because I mean Nixon was a lying piece of shit. So was JFK, and technically JFK was probably Nixon. Probably the same person. So there's all these problems. I was like, that's it. I'm over it. I'm done. You know, um, they're my rules, my government, my house, my white Washington D.C. building. And I'm done with this. Like I'm not gonna let chaos reign across my country. And then there's other shit with like the FBI doing all kinds of really bad stuff. You know, going after people, going after Lee Harvey Oswald and all this other crap. It's like but Rodney and Rosalie, I'll be your mouth, your eyes. Oh, you're too young. Blah, blah, blah. It's like shut the fuck up. Yeah, and then I start hearing rumors and things about Mike, my sister husband, and his brother trying to have people killed, or trying to have like Mike. I hear this thing about or this rumor about Mike actually going to somebody to try and get Mike killed or Rosella killed, or me killed or something. And it's like, what the fuck is all this? My people communicate with me and talk to me and tell me about these rumors. And like I said, the mafia knew of me. Right? Like the mafia had its books for me, and then people are trying to lock up the mafia because they have records, and it's like, well, they're keeping records for me. Because alcohol's not illegal, and nor are drugs. I mean, I wouldn't have had them being manufactured or sold or done. They were just doing it for me. And like, yes, it's very profitable. Whoop de fucking do. And then there's all these fucking nightmares, and it's like, what the fuck is going on here? So much for being my eyes, my mouth, my ears, my whatever. You're running my fucking country, running my fucking government to the ground. Rumors where the CIA is actually trying to kill the MI6 agents. Like, what the fuck is this?